man.
All right, we got him.
We like to apologize.
For what? To absolutely no one. The two-time champ does absolutely fucking nothing.
Yo.
Made in Chafford podcast episode 189. The road to 200 continues. What a time to be alive. The real is back. The real is back. I am two Dems. I'm really him.
It's him.
Dancing them, man. Watch your back. And I'm sick and tired of having to tell you every single week to do your Googles. But hey, go do that shit.
Do it.
Know who I am. Get caught up. I'm going to pass it to my partner.
Cole Sanusi, Don Corleone in the building, the one and only, in the flesh. AKA LL Coolins, AKA C Note. We here, man. AKA Hollywood Cole. Forgot to say that one. Coming to your left there, you're right here. Jesus Christ. Surround sound, portable speakers, smart speakers.
Someone's getting robbed.
AirPods.
Damn.
Teach you how to rub. Yeah, man. Episode 189.
That's not gonna help it.
It helps a little bit.
Yeah, you know what? You did.
Let's
your
get
best.
it. Let's get it. Let's get it. Let's get it.
It's Eman G45, G Solid. My name, the 45 is silent. It's Genghis Chibogwe, the Prince of the East, Tin for Eames, the Black Mama Dove, Chi-Am.
Yeah.
The R&B voice is very present, and this is 189.
It is 189.
Welcome to the Chafford 100 Experience. Thank you guys
sure.
for clicking to the YouTube
Yes.
and listening to the audio.
Yes.
That car's going brazy.
And I pray that you're blessed beyond measure.
Indeed.
Yeah.
All right. Oh yeah. So first topic is Love Is Blind. So I don't know if you're not caught up on this latest season. This is spoilers, but if you're watching it, you should really be caught up by now. So yeah, it was a pretty crazy season. I was thoroughly entertained. At least what I've seen of it so far. Insane. The characters that they had this year as well. A vast improvement from last season. Eman, what are you saying?
Yeah, as Demi said, spoiler alert. So they've done the reunion. I've seen the reunion, and yeah, it's a mazzoline. That's all I can say, innit? Shouts to Brett and Tiffany. You know, they were like the successful couple that really pushed it forward, and they came on top. So yeah, congratulations to them. Like Kwame and what's her name?
Chelsea, I want to say.
Yeah, Kwame and Chelsea.
They're still together.
Yeah, they're still together.
I couldn't believe that.
Yeah, they're still married. But the thing is that Kwame, I think, as I said before, like pre-production, I was basically saying that with the 4 black men on the actual show who are important to this series, like I resonate with all of them. So like I know like what sort of behaviors they're doing. But Kwame, like I can see why he would look at the other girl. I think it's Micah. Yeah, so you look at Micah and say, yeah, like Micah's the babes. Like I really wanted to get to know, and it's not like first option and second option, but it just the way it was edited, it looked like first option, second option. But at the end of the day, you know, shouts to Kwame, man. Kwame.
I mean, if he did commit in the end, I did not see that.
Yeah,
coming.
yeah. He's married.
When he got to meet Micah, eventually after the pods,
he was mesmerized. He was caught under a spell. He saw
something we weren't seeing. That's for sure.
What were we not seeing?
She weren't it, but
you don't feel like she's not it? You don't like Micah?
Nah, no disrespect, but like not for me.
You know what?
But I thought his girl was better. I think she's a better person. I think Chelsea has her issues. She clearly suffers from
mad issues.
Yeah, she clearly suffers from loneliness, and her ability to be not present almost like. People will tell you things without saying the words directly, and she'll just gloss over it. Well, sucks to be you. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I feel there was a lot of times Kwame was screaming like, "Yo!"
What she was like? Oh no. Anyway.
Yes, on multiple occasions. Just not being present in the communication.
Yeah.
And he's Kwame, from what I can see, will tell you what he's feeling without saying it. And it's clear as day.
Yeah.
Like, you're just choosing to ignore these signs. Like, this man's very clearly nervous about the next steps and, you know, what that entails about marriage. And he's like, oh, you know, well, moving here, because he's not from Seattle where they filmed.
Right.
He was like, moving here is going to be quite a big deal for me. And she was like, that's just part of getting married. I'm like, the fuck? Let's talk about this. Like,
Yeah, let's hash
you
it
can
out.
say that, but it's not easy. That's not a decision that anyone's going to take lightly.
Right, I'm with you.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
I think there was a lot of interesting stuff there. Them as a couple, and I get it, because I've been there where you think, oh, because that business with that other person isn't finished.
Yeah,
you can't
yeah,
really
yeah.
give this new situation the proper go that it deserves and it needs.
You can't give 100, 110%.
100%, because he doesn't feel like he's fully shut the door on Micah. But she was bad news to him. She's a terrible person. Like, as a person, she stinks. Her and Irina are just god awful.
Yeah,
I have to call it like. I
don't think they're bad fruit, but the way they played, I think listen, they're people at the end of the day, innit? And like everybody has their bad phase, but the way Irina was playing, she was playing like she was Satan.
Yeah, God.
Like,
yeah,
on God, and it was just like, no, how can you be like
embarrassing.
this? Like she'll be moving to her friend's man, which is
Paul.
Micah. So she'll be moved. Yeah, she'll be moving to
shit.
Micah's man. So it'll be like, hold on a second, aren't you supposed to be friends? So then when they watch it back in the reunion, it's like,
Yo.
what happened?
Did it kick off in the reunion?
No. Like no one got tough. Everybody was trying to understand whatever the case was. But Irina
That's
was
awkward
with
as hell.
Zach, and then Zach was like,
Zach said it like, you're a bad person. You come on here just to
Yeah.
get famous, which I hear. Like,
Yeah.
I felt that way as well. And the way she treated Zach, oh my God. Like, that's
no, I think Zach was like, he was just nervous, innit? He was really nervous.
but I'm
And
not-
then like,
yeah.
he tried to vibe, and she was like, no.
But she wasn't giving. You can't vibe with someone if they're not even giving anything.
Yeah,
like, we're all
yeah.
good friends, and the reason we are is because we vibe with each other. If someone's not giving you anything, it's very hard to. Not even a little. Irina was just being like bad. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah,
It's okay to not like someone, and it's okay. Like, I think the point of the show is in the end that love isn't blind. Like, it's just not.
To be
And
fair,
it's okay to
Zach
see-
Zach got married to Bliss though.
I hear it, but what I'm saying is, when you meet someone, it's okay to be like, I'm not attracted to you. Like, it's not happening. That's fine. But it's how you deal with that. And I really was just being bad vibes, and that's not how you deal with that situation.
So I basically give 110%, and then if you're not feeling it, you're not feeling it. Just
No,
bounce.
but just be honest. If you're not feeling it, there's no crime in that.
Yeah, I think being honest is true. It's true.
'Cause-
Because the way Zach just saw Bliss, it was like, yo, you're actually kind of nice. I'm feeling you. And he just saw, you know.
So what is the success rate in the show of people when they meet
that's a
in the
good question.
pods versus
Well-
when they meet in person?
Or basically it's 12 men and 12 women. And then with this season, it's 3 people that got married. In the previous season, 2 people got divorced.
Yeah, it's legally binding as well, you know. So you're in that shit.
Yeah, they got
Wow.
divorced. Yeah,
That's
2 people got
awful.
divorced on the other one. But yeah.
I remember
Netflix
seeing a
put them
few
to
last.
hell.
I remember seeing one last, maybe not the last season, the season before, and it was one where my man just didn't show up. Was it my man or one of the girls just didn't? Somebody just didn't show up.
I feel like
And I
you're
was
right.
like,
I can't remember what
"Wow,
wedding that
that's
was.
so peak. I think it was the Asian guy. I think.
Deep T and Shay. He deserved that. He was a
Rotted.
piece of shit.
She didn't even
Like,
show.
Nah, he was
He was bad. He was a bad person.
Yeah.
There's no way to dress it up. My man said she reminds me of one of my aunties. I don't think there's anything worse you can say to
A woman.
Yeah.
Like,
but
that's
a woman
crazy.
POC as well, because
No,
you know what anti-culture is like
Yeah,
as well.
yeah.
not
The connotation behind
what's
that's
POC?
crazy.
Person of color. Or Bammy, as you'd like to say.
Bammy. Okay, cool. Bammy. No, there is something worse. So basically, Marshall and his girl. What's the girl's name again? Jacqueline. Oh, it was bad, man. It was bad.
She's. But you know what?
Basically, this guy Okay, so there's two of them. There's Josh and then there's Marshall. Yeah. So Josh is the person who's loving, kind, and mentally
Available.
clued up. Mentally available and mentally clued up. And he's there to basically be available for you. Mentally available. So what a lot of women want today, Marshall. Do you get what I'm saying? What they want. However, Josh, he's a wrestler. He's got cauliflower ears.
For real, dog. That was gross.
But no homo. He's a handsome dude as well. Yeah. But the way he came, have you seen the
yeah, when he's that, it's, I don't know. They've got like a reunion type.
yeah,
thing.
like a birthday.
Yeah.
He steps in the birthday.
He's drunk as well. No, fair play to Marshall, you know, for handling that. Imagine someone randomly just like borderline wrestling with him.
He steps in.
Yeah.
Like he wants to cause problems.
He did.
But the thing is, he doesn't know who is who. He just
Right.
knows he's dated that one. He doesn't know anybody in it.
Okay.
So, boom. The way he comes in, like he enters, then he just starts doing the Harlem Shake. Then he's just around and he's out there making noise. Like if you watch the episode, that one specifically, he's out there just whoa, whoa. I've done it before.
Doing the Ric Flair, you know.
Yeah, it's just Ric Flair the whole entire time. But his reason was I was cutting for a fight.
Right.
And I just consumed alcohol. And when you're cutting and you're consuming alcohol, it's a bad story.
Right.
But basically, he linked up with Marshall's girl, Jacqueline, and
I would say Marshall dodged a bullet. Like she's got issues.
to a certain extent, I think he embarrassed himself.
Nah. There's no way.
No, because the thing is,
It's not like he was cucked. He's like, yo, I'm out. But as soon as he had some respect for himself and he didn't fight for her. Like, I'm a big believer in if someone tells you how they feel and they're not in it anymore, there's no point trying to.
yeah, no, I hear you, but I feel as if, I mean, yeah, there's a spectrum of masculinity that you have to show as an element, and I don't think he gave that side. He gave the mental side, like the mental health, like the mental availability, the love and the kind, but there was the other side where it was just like, I see that in other men, but I don't really see that in you. I'm not trying to call him. And the thing is, Josh in the pod called him soft, and then evidently you see in that description from Jacqueline's point of view, he's soft. But I'm not calling him soft because I understand and like I know there's certain men out there who are like that, but it doesn't necessarily make him less of a man or anything like that. It's just a characteristic.
But that's what I'm saying. As in, my question now to Jacqueline would be: do you feel safer with Josh? Like, because that ain't it. I don't think that's the situation that she needs.
Plus, he was waiting for marriage, and she went on that. She was like, "Nah, give it to me now." And she was like, "Nah, I can't do that. Like, I'm waiting for marriage, and I want to make sure that everything's good and perfect." And she's just like, "Nah, give it to me now." It's like, well, I don't think you're man enough. And then, yeah, I'm saying, but then Josh bouncing around cauliflower ears.
Isn't
I mean, he's still together, and she has a wedding ring as well.
Yeah, that's
The
insane.
engagement ring. No, I don't understand that logic. That's
she's
demonic.
gonna pawn it. She's going to. There is no need to have kept that ring. I didn't understand that. The show should have told her to give it back as well.
Women that keep engagement rings is foul, toxic behavior.
If they don't ask for it back, cool. Like, do your thing. I don't mind because I bought it for you. That will always be my sentiment. But Marshall asked for it back, and she said, "I'm not giving it." That's crazy.
Yeah, man, it's mad. But then the text messages, back to the deep tea. So these text messages between Jacqueline and Marshall, like she said, yeah, like you're a soft ass, blah blah blah, and he turned around and said, yeah, you have a strong jawline.
That's insane.
So you could be a
What the hell is this show?
What?
Man?
yeah. I don't know. You could be a man, innit? That's what she basically said. So that's where Marshall. But the thing is, it was in the heat of the moment between both.
Yeah,
of them.
he's
So
trying
it's-
to just. They're in an argument.
Yeah.
They're all shitty people, except for Brett and Tiffany. Other than that, and Bliss is a really good person.
Yeah, Bliss and Zach. Like I think Zach has been through too much in his life, but the fact that he found Bliss is like, alright, cool. That's a perfect balance.
I hope she gives him bliss. But them too.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
Yeah, I think it was a very interesting season. You can obviously dive more into it, but yeah, very interesting people that they got this year. Because they didn't even go into Micah and her scumbaggery. That conversation she had with Kwame at the pool party was way too long. I get why Chelsea was annoyed.
I hear it, but it's like you're in a good situation. Fair enough, you're talking, but you're leading them on as well.
Yeah,
it's
yeah,
like, man, you got Jesus over there, and then now you're just playing games.
Jesus, you know.
And they didn't even get married either.
What, are they? They're still together, or no?
Nah, they're not, because of what you said. I mean, there's just a bunch of things that Michael wasn't displaying that he felt comfortable with in terms of the long term or the longevity of a marriage, or as he put it, being a mother.
What, that was his biggest concern, her being a mother?
I mean, yeah, people have concerns.
I don't know. It's a weird thing to think that early on. Like, you don't know these people.
You don't know these people, but the thing is, you're getting into a committed relationship with them. So then, if you're gonna think of it, you're gonna think of it. How are you as this person? How are you gonna be at the lowest point? How are you gonna be at the greatest point? Are you gonna be a great mother? If you're not gonna be a great mother, then boy, I mean, if you wanna have no kids, then cool, innit? That's the vibe. But if you wanna have kids, then let's attempt.
I hear it. All right.
Fair enough.
Moving on. So, second topic for today. So, if you had a festival, let's say Made in Chafford festival, what acts would you be getting?
K. Tronado. I think he's very good for festivals. I would also get. Can't go wrong with Drake, man.
Can never. Great
Can't go
performer.
wrong with Drake.
You know, you're going to sell out as well. That's big headline act.
He's really good.
Tell him
live.
I got a milli for him.
He's really good live. Tyler Creator is really good live.
Yes.
Really, really good live.
What's the budget?
That's a good question. Okay, let's make it interesting. So you can have one act. I'll be the judge. You can have one act that's in the $1 million range, one act that's in the 500,000 range, and then one act that's in the $100,000 range, and then one more in the let's say 50K. So you got 4. So if you say a name, I'll say what category they go into.
Eman, you go first since I said
Kanye West.
That's your $1 million act.
Yeah, because yes, Kanye West.
He's one of the great. He's a great performer.
But you cannot cancel him either way. Like, he's gone through a madness, but you can never cancel him. And every song that he has done is a madness.
Yeah,
of course, you have Drake, but then there's Kanye as well. It's like neck and neck.
I hear it.
So
that's a good $1 million act.
Yeah. 500,000. I don't know any 500,000s. Maybe what? I'll probably say. I don't know, man. Maybe Action. I don't think Action Bronson's probably 100,000.
Yeah, I would say maybe even more 50K. It's a nice. It's 2 p.m. He's the first one to go out. Get the car a little bit.
Trying to scare the hoes? What's going on over there?
Huh?
You trying to scare the hoes?
No, I'm not even trying to scare the hoes. I just know that Action Bronson does great performances.
Push? 500K?
Nah, not for festival.
Not for a festival. Is he not good live? Coachella.
Ashake.
Yo, bun that guy.
You're 46.
Yeah, no, I love Pusha T, but I don't think he's good.
Bricks is crazy.
Yeah, I don't think he's great.
Who? Ashake?
No, Ashake. I'll probably say 50.
Yeah,
because I don't think he's. He'll probably get into 100.
Yeah,
but I don't know if he's at 100. So whereas Action Bronson, I know he's at 100. I can actually charge. Yeah, I can charge those guys, but I don't know like what sort of vibe I'm making. I'm just making music for me, innit? So in terms of like 500,000, I don't know. Like, I haven't got a clue. I don't know who's the 500,000.
I'd say something when he was free.
Soulja
like
Boy, maybe.
Lil Baby.
Soulja Boy.
I'd say 100K.
Nah, Soulja Boy is 500.
I don't think he can demand $500,000 at this point in his career.
No way.
Maybe.
Sad.
I'm saying Gunna, that sort of act. Basically, anyone YSL or 4PF affiliated. 20 21 was probably a 500k sort of act.
Nah, he's a million.
I don't know. He's just missing something. He's not a million. If I gave 21 Savage a million, I'm pissed.
He's a
I'm
million.
asking for that wire back.
Nah, he's a milli. He's a milli. Probably,
Nah.
you know what? I don't even know.
He's
'Cause I
definitely
was about to say 2 Chainz, but
it's 100k.
he's not 100k.
You're not giving him 100k. You're giving him 50
I'll give him 500k.
pounds.
500k for 2 Chainz.
No, because I know.
Understand how the game works.
No, because the thing is, I know that that's how much they're worth, and that's what they're charging.
Maybe when based on a true story came out. Not now. Not now. No chance.
50
no way.
Cent?
I'm giving him 100k.
No, 500.
50 could
yeah.
ask for 500.
So Ashton Bronson.
Like if he was in the
50 Cent.
middle, if he was like
Kanye.
in the Dubai, he could ask for 500k, sure. But in the UK and
You
like
don't think
US,
this is
probably not.
2003?
No, it depends where you're asking. 50 Cent can do that, genuinely.
Yeah.
2 Chainz, no. But 50 Cent, yeah, probably depends where.
Yeah, 50 Cent, because the thing is, he has
Still
a
got
lot of
global
old music
appeal.
that
Yeah.
still resonates with a lot of people, and a lot of people
Exactly.
are still going to come. And with the demographics and how much money they may have.
He did an arena tour last year.
Yeah.
50.
What? When he came to the UK, innit? Yeah, fair play.
Did loads of dates, so he can still demand peace.
His money's up. What are you saying?
Yeah, I still stand by Drake. 500k. That's a tricky one because
a tricky one,
people
because
in that category are the ones who are the forerunners now. So, like you said earlier, Lil Baby, the baby, rest in peace. At the time, anybody in that camp, but I don't really resonate with any of them like that. So it's tricky. It's a bit of a sticky one still.
It's a tough category to pull from. I mean, for me, I'd still say my million would be Drake. My 500k would be 21 Savage, and I'm being clever.
Maybe I'll say Travis Scott.
Ooh,
He's
a mill, you know.
He is a mill.
Yeah,
He is a mill.
I'd actually have to say, if you're getting him, you're putting down a million.
Yeah,
I'd say 21 Savage because I'm being smart here because they can do joint songs together. Drake can call him out, do his whole, this is my brother. Oh my God, I can't believe I know this man. He's so talented.
Is that Rocky?
Oh, do you know what? ASAP could probably charge 500k.
Who keeps booking this man?
Headlining Rolling Loud. What the fuck?
The Wireless every year with no album.
Oh, without fail.
No
They've got
singles.
him on speed dial. Something's wrong.
Yeah.
He's not dropped an album since, what, 2016?
When did Testing come out, man?
17, 16.
Yeah, them times there.
Damn.
It's been a minute.
Hey man. Get your bread.
100k. I'm out. I don't know, you know. I was going to say I'd ask Metro to do the 100k. But he's out of here now. His Coachella performance was insane. And
The set, the stage, everything. Crazy.
I didn't realize how many great people he's worked with as well.
Yeah, when Future and The Weeknd did Low Life, I said, yeah.
Yeah, nah, he really delved into his bag.
There we go.
And you forget how many people, like,
He's got bangers.
yeah,
man.
for real. Do you know, it's only hit me recently, that song with him and Don Toliver,
Which song was that again?
Too Many
Sorry?
Nights.
I think I
Off the
know
most
it,
recent
man.
album. Give it a spin. It's a great track.
What's that, you man? Keep going.
Oh, incredible performance. I'm trying to think who else is there. The 50k is really hard.
Ice Spice.
Like
Do you know what, yeah.
keep it a stack.
Yeah.
Bring on
Ice
the new
Spice.
cats.
Yeah.
It's
Ruby
incredible.
Rose, I'll give her 50k. Don't even perform.
I'm gonna
Just
tell the lies, I want Ruby Rose. She's special.
like that. Keep it a stack.
If she can learn how to rap, it's over.
Or like beer.
Who? Oh wow. B is actually insane. Like, it's not fair. I couldn't believe it.
Hey man.
She tried to do that remix of the Timbaland song, I think it was. 2 Pack of Ass. But she
song
looked
was
great.
What song was it?
I can't remember. It was one with Missy Elliott. I'll find it and send it to the chat, but
I can't stand
it was awful. So let us know at home what you'd pick, who you'd pick.
I can't stand
That video used to annoy me.
Yeah, he used to
I
creep me
feel
out
the
back in the
wind.
day.
5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Begin.
It's a classic though.
It is. She's incredible. What a talent.
Indeed. Did we want to discuss John Wick? Should we just do it very briefly?
That film is long, innit?
Yo, he was falling for time.
How is he not dead?
Boy.
Yeah.
Thing is that watch it though. I think it's well.
110.
Yeah,
We won't give you guys any spoilers.
I think John Wick 3 was probably the best film just because it was dialogue, there was fight scenes, there was moving cameras.
Are you saying it had the best balance? Is what you're trying to say?
The greatest balance.
This movie was just set piece after set piece. And the dialogue was pretty loose.
Well, he only says about 380 words.
Yeah. That's what he says, bro.
He says a page.
He's just like, yeah.
The whole film, he says, I need a suit. Like, bro, that's what he says.
John, do you have a gun?
I heard.
Yeah. That's what he says.
I heard that the suit is bulletproof.
That's why man's running around like this.
Just.
Bro, to be fair, it's been bulletproof since the second one, I think.
How long have you been getting it in the club? Like, that sounds insane.
People are dancing, like, and he's scrapping.
Shucking and
He's
jiving.
scrapping.
Man's shooting people in the rave and they're not even flinching.
A 3 hour John Wick film is just bananas. There is absolutely
Set
zero.
pieces are brazy though.
Quite literally,
Man.
my man was just there,
Crazy.
just fighting.
Was he running? He must have been running around like
The
a
lactic
pack.
acid is impossible, bruv.
The last act is some of the craziest things I've ever seen. Like,
Yeah.
really genuinely impressive. Like some of, like, you know, those kind of movies get boring.
But you feel like,
it's like, wow.
You feel like he's actually doing it.
Yeah, it's very visceral.
Do you know if both of them were physically well? I mean, of course, you had to have. I think it's Donnie Lee.
Yeah.
Donnie Lee, and then the Japanese guy. If the Japanese guy was not injured, oh my god, that would have been the best fight.
Well, was he injured in real life or?
No, he was injured in the film, and then of course, spoiler,
Donnie
he
Yen.
dies. Yeah, Donnie Yen. Sorry,
He cooked.
Yeah, yeah.
He cooked.
So
Good film.
basically, Donnie Yen is blind in this film,
Damn.
but then there's the Japanese. You know the Japanese guy in X-Men Wolverine in Japan. You know the guy that's just Japanese and he's just always with a samurai sword.
How about it? Yeah.
Gold glass. Yeah. So basically, this was supposed to be like the fight of Japan versus China. But the thing is, like, not even trying to be like biased to any ethnicity or whatever. Like, shout outs to both of you, innit? Doing your thing. Ooh. But basically, if they were both physically well, this was the fight that was just like top tier.
Making him blind is insane because I don't know how he's supposed to get his lip back.
Yo, what he was doing some crazy things in that.
What's he
movie.
using? Sonar?
Bro,
Kind of, yeah.
Who's even
Just,
bro?
just watch it.
Just
It's
watch it
so
because the way
crazy.
he puts like a sound machine, a sound sensor
Bang.
somewhere, and then if someone walks,
That's clean. That's clean.
yeah,
Yo,
I've got to see this
he
now.
was
was doing it.
The action in that movie is some of the. It was really, really, really.
Man
good.
put on the sound sensor, said, "Yo, let's get at it."
yeah,
Level playing field.
yeah, and it's not like a Daredevil like sonar. It's like I'm blind right now, bro.
You can tell he is actually blind because it's
Yeah.
very clumsy, but efficiently just dispatching, man. It's crazy.
How do you get into that? That's an insane world to live in.
Hey, man.
It's an evil world we live in.
They put a lot of money on that man's head. So
How much
Shout
they
outs
put on
to
his
Scott-
head now?
Scott Atkins as well.
yeah,
He was the fat man.
yeah, that was a great.
So you
second
know,
one.
I can't even remember the film, but basically this is a film with like the guy with the massive tattoo on here. He's basically supposed to be Russian, isn't it? And he's the guy with the mad kicks, like always flying feet.
I hear it.
Yeah. So in this film, he's fat, but
He's
like
mad fat.
the way he's kicking,
How much is on his head?
A fat man shouldn't move like that.
40 M's, but it gradually gets up to 40 M's.
This is just ridiculous.
So at first it starts
They're
off
trying to
like
kill him.
1 mil, then 5 mil, then 10 mil.
It got up to
20.
40 mil.
Yeah.
Who wants him there? Because he's excommunicado. He can't still be that.
No, he's trying to redeem himself. So basically, the film is he's trying to redeem himself as excommunicado, but basically he has to be somewhere in order to redeem himself.
And they're trying to stop him getting there.
Stop it, because
This is what I said. There doesn't need to be a plot to some great films. Like that's just bollocks.
Take away 30 minutes of the
Get on
film.
a plane.
I hear you. Take
on
away
the
30 minutes of the film. I hear you, and give it a bit more dialogue. Cool.
All because you're excommunicado.
The way they were
That's not the
trying to-
real word.
The way they were trying to stop that man, I said,
They were trying to.
This all happened because they shot his dog.
What a span of
Even
events.
a black person.
What a chain of events.
Alright, say
crazy.
less. What can I do?
Have had it.
How bad? Go crazy.
Go stupid.
But yeah, no, I have to see that film. I'm gonna try and make time for it at some point this weekend. I've seen every single film in that franchise. Been very impressed with it as well.
Yeah,
so
it's a good series.
is it a good? Does it feel like it's a
What's
finale?
it? Rest in
Hard
peace
to tell.
to Lance
Reddick.
Reddick.
Oh
Yeah.
man, rest in
Yeah.
peace, man.
I genuinely thought he was
he's
an African
incredible.
man, but no.
I mean, he is.
he is, but
But he's
in
African
terms of
American. He's quality, man. And
yeah,
people don't realize how like much he's done outside of acting. Like he was really big in a game I've played called Horizon. He was big in Destiny, and again, obviously
Wire
people know
as
him
well.
from The Wire. That's where obviously I kind of picked up from him
Yeah.
in the first instance, and he's incredible in The Wire. So yeah, rest in peace to him, man. It's a shame. That was his last thing he acted in, I think.
yeah. I think so.
As far as I
terms
know,
of
that was the
what's-
last thing.
Yeah, I think that's his last performance. Or I think maybe he's done a voice for something, but I'm not sure. But yeah, that's his last live action role.
His voice was, it lends to it. It just lends to it.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's a shame.
Yeah. It's a massive shame.
Do we have anything else, or should we wrap up? Because it's kind of
We can call it there.
late.
What's this? The worst job that you had? Do you want to name names?
Tesco warehouse. That was a hell.
Sainsbury's warehouse, kill me. Why all these warehouse jobs?
I don't
so
know,
bad?
man. That warehouse, it built a lot of character for me. Probably at a time when I needed it as well, just to be like, life ain't always gonna be easy and work ain't always gonna be sweet. But my God, and the hour, it
What
was
are your hours?
6 a.m. starting till 2, which isn't bad. But I wasn't used to being up that early.
I don't know how. Mine
Don't know
was
how, I don't know why.
Mine was similar. Mine was like 4 till like 11, and me and Tim did it for a stint. And then
How
we
long
got,
was the
like,
stint?
Maybe like a month or 2.
Nah, you
Tim
did
stayed
good.
longer. I said I can't do this no more.
I don't know
What was you
my
doing
worst
there?
job has been.
I was doing online orders. So we'd go around the shop before it was open. You get like this electronic device that tells you what somebody's order is. So we basically pack it across. It's basically like supermarket sweep. So you can put your headphones in, do it each time. I think you get like 6 or 7 like rounds of going around the shop, putting like stuff in. If there's not an item there, you replace it with something and whatever. But yeah, I hated it.
Yeah,
Absolutely
working
hated
at Next.
Was it Snake's warehouse? Was this when we both applied
Next,
that time?
Next warehouse was calm.
Oh, it was actually Next itself. Like,
Yes,
you're on-
no. So basically, I worked for the store.
Yeah.
But there were a few managers out there who were just they were moving elite. Basically, of course, they look at you like a child. Like, yeah, you're not gonna be here for anyone, so they're gonna treat you like rubbish.
Yeah.
But there was one manager called Fiona. Like Fiona was just like top tier.
Yeah.
Actually, I don't know. I'll bleep the area, but she's top tier like manager. Do you get what I'm saying? Like she really treated people
Like
Where they
people.
should be.
no, just gracefully. Like she was just kind. Do you get what I'm saying? And like she wouldn't yell, raise her voice. She was very understanding. Whereas other managers,
Yelling at a
Power trip.
16-year-old is crazy. Like
That is crazy.
it wasn't even that. It was just like some of the things that you're doing right now as a manager don't make sense. And more importantly, I think you're running on ego, and it's quite obvious.
Yeah.
And it's like the way they would treat some people, it wouldn't even be nice. So they will look at you like you ain't nothing. So then when I moved to shop floor, it was still the same treatment. And yeah, it was just weird. And then like when it got to a point where basically they had seen like the warehouse people were just good and like they could work as a team. And somebody got a bit envious, so they just split us up. And yeah, they also fired my brother on his day off.
Damn.
Yeah,
That's insane.
Like he had a day off and it was his birthday, and he actually booked it off.
And they still fired him.
They still fired him. So
That's crazy.
yeah, but shout out
Yeah,
to
we
Fiona.
told
Shout out
them
to
we
the
don't
good
care.
managers at Next.
Next is I did.
Know who you are,
I
innit?
worked at Next during their sale once for like a 2-day stint. One of the worst retail experiences ever.
No, but they treat
Yeah, wow.
you like rubbish though, because they know that you're not there for a long period of time.
How long were you there for?
I was there for 2 years.
Oh wow!
So you were
for-
there?
Wow, you're there.
No, I was there for 2 years, but the way they would treat
People who weren't there, like
No, I don't know. Like they like some managers will talk to me like I don't have a clue of who I am.
Yeah, no, it's mad.
And like back then, you know, you can get lippy back and forth. Sometimes I have to hold my tongue, but there was like one time I just actually told the manager like, bro, I'll bang you in your face and I don't care.
Has to.
And at that point it was like, oh, you're not gonna talk to me. I said, listen, I'll bang you in your face if you keep talking to me like I'm a mug. And
Fair enough.
thankfully he knew where he was at that point. But yeah, there was even a time when they tried to dismiss me, and then one of the managers actually came up to me and said, bro, what were you being dismissed for? And that was a weird day as well. So that day, one of the managers made a complaint. And no, it wasn't a manager, it was a customer. A customer made a complaint. And it was basically due to the fact I was dealing with another customer. And that customer actually gave me appraisal. So and the thing is, it was like, excuse me, just hang on a second. I'm dealing with another customer. I'll be with you in a second. But it's one of those entitled Karens.
100.
So
yeah, you get those.
So then basically I was about to be dismissed because of that. But then they were like, how can you dismiss this guy when he's got an appraisal from this side? And then this, like, I think it's just one of those customers. You just got to allow it. But
Retail teaches you patience, boy.
yeah, a lot of patience.
It's definitely something like
Because you have to deal with customers, and then you also have to deal with certain managers who just don't care and they don't give a damn. Of course, I don't mind if like you're career driven, but understand people are still people.
Yeah,
And that goes for other positions and other places as well. I've realized that where some people are genuinely career driven, but the way they treat people or go behind their back, sometimes it's a bit.
It's not the one.
It's not the one. It's not the one. But
I do miss some of my retail jobs though. I did really have a good time in River Island. I had some really like good managers, like you were saying, and good like co-workers. And I actually just had like good like experiences where customers would come up to me and then we'll have conversation like for ages and just talk about random shit.
Yeah.
It definitely taught me the ability to just be able to speak to people, to be completely honest.
Yes, I think if you've got a good vibe there, it's a completely different experience.
Yeah, facts.
But I've never had any issue with any other job. Well, maybe one, but I don't want to really speak about it.
Yeah.
To be fair, it was more of a me situation than it was them. But yeah, I mean, I'll probably say my worst job was working at Next because I didn't understand and I didn't get it, and yeah,
Fuck Next.
not to that extent because I think they still have some good clothes. Actually, no, their clothes are dead. I'm not gonna lie to you, man. They haven't really updated their clothes.
Nah,
they're not even by me either.
Them and M&S, I can't believe M&S still think they can sell clothes.
Yeah, that's
No,
brilliant.
M&S has some nice clothes. I'm not gonna lie to you, man. They have some great quality as well.
To be fair, I ain't stepped in there in a while, but
Next,
Stepping in M&S for clothes.
next,
It's
they
insane.
need to update themselves for sure.
for real.
Yeah.
Alright.
What songs are we picking this week?
Mahalia, Letter to Your Ex. I think that's how you say her name.
She's in my list of.
Hear Me Out.
Hear me out, man. All right, listen. I'll be shameless and plug Strands Jador.
You should do.
Jador. I'll be shameless and plug it. Strands Jador.
Avelino just released something. However, I
Save the streets.
haven't really listened to his stuff, but I know that on Hit Boy's album, he has a track with him.
That's crazy.
So I'm gonna put that song on because it's pretty decent, to be fair.
Yeah, the project's okay. I've listened to it twice and it's
Two
alright.
certified by Hit Boy and Avelino.
Shout out to Avelino.
Because I haven't listened to his recent project, but I'm gonna listen to it. But shouts to Avelino.
Yeah, it's decent. It's okay. It's not bad.
What is time? Made In Chafford podcast episode 189. Thank you. Subscribe, like, all of that stuff. We'll see you soon. Bye.
Bye.